Today we're in our fifth and final installment of our 5-part series on Learning 101. Let's engage in active recall as we remember what we covered in the previous 4 triple T's: creating disfluency, distributed learning, the Zeigarnik effect, and varied practice. Now let's discuss the final and arguably most effective learning strategy: teach it. What exactly does this look like? Well, one way is to every so often shut the book and think about how you'd explain everything you just learned to someone else. More specifically, someone who would have no background whatsoever in the content. Reddit created a forum called Explain Like I'm 5, where people can ask for simple explanations on the topic of their choice. Evolutionary biologist Charles Darwin used to do just that. He would imagine explaining his research to someone in its simplest terms. If you're able to clearly and succinctly explain the concept you just studied, awesome, you get it. If not, you'll find out exactly where you're still a little bit foggy, and you can revisit that particular component to gain more clarity. Researchers take this concept a little further in what they refer to as elaboration, which is explaining what you learned in your own words and connecting it to ideas that you already know. This not only strengthens the memory of the newly acquired information, but is an excellent way of remedying the issue we discussed in our last triple T: students understanding each homework assignment but not being able to demonstrate proficiency on tests because they don't truly understand how the specific section ties into the chapter or the course as a whole. Interestingly, most teachers will admit they didn't truly understand the content until they started teaching it. I can attest to that. I really didn't understand geometry until I started teaching it at Rochester Adams, and for each of the 6 years I taught it, I gained a deeper understanding during my own instruction. So whether you explain what you're studying to a parent, a sibling, a friend who's in the same class, your dog, or even just out loud with no one around you, teach it to learn it.